What's up, everybody? Are you ready for a game that offers nothing but combat and exploration, where there's no bosses, no bad guys, and absolutely no plot? Do you want to play a game where it's literally a role-playing game, where every action you take, you have a responsibility for? And you're going to love this, because this is return to my LPing stuff with Ultima IV. Yeah. This is for the NES. It was for the It did come out for the PC a long time ago. And I did not play the PC version. This is the very first Ultima game I ever played. And it's really good. And I have never beaten this game because, let's face it, it's not an easy game to beat. There's a lot of exploration, a lot of combat, and just a lot of fetch questing in this game. And if you do not know where everything is, then it's quite a chore, quite a tall order to find everything. And if you do anything to cheat, the game will punish you for it, and you will be what's it called? Inconvenience down the road. But fortunately, I know a few things about the mechanics of this game where I can still cheat and still get away with it. So let's begin. We'll go ahead and actually no. Yeah, I'll just put a new game here. Set speed 9, of course. And you only get 5 characters, so I'm gonna put like, I don't know. I'll put Joseph. There, that works. Now, when this game begins, you get like a personality test of sorts, and this determines what player you start as, what class you start as. And I want a specific class here, so. Right? Ah. So see, you have dilemmas here. I want to pick honesty there. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Well, I think I want to be humble there. Oh, I gotta protect my stuff, man. Oh. Oh. Yeah, so see, you have cool dilemmas in this. But you want to pick honor there. That's what I want. Yeah. Never deceive, of course. And keep my vows. There you go. And then you usually, at this, like when you say, "Oh, what do you think is more valuable?" That's kind of your class. Honesty is like a mage type, where you have lots of MP, but you have really bad weapons. But honor is pretty much a balance between the two. There's Lord British, huh? Well, yeah, that's right. Oh. Okay. Ah, cool. Okay. Awesome. Sweet. I will. And yeah, this game has a thing called moon gates, where it's a little thing like next to a town, a virtue town, and it'll teleport you to another town, and there's different phases of the moon that carry you to different virtue towns. So yeah. Yep. And resisting temptation is a big thing in this game. So if you fail to do that, then bad things are gonna happen. And this is Trinsic. Yeah, this is the honor town. And each town has a person you can recruit. And if you did something bad, you won't be able to recruit them. So before you decide to lie, cheat, or steal, make sure you recruit everyone you want to recruit. This is Dupre, and if I wasn't already a paladin, you'd be able to recruit him as a paladin, and he's pretty good. So I do not. Oh, okay, that's cool. Uh-huh. Aha. See, yeah, and the moon gates are right next to Virtue Town. Sure. Okay. I'll give you some more. I may as well. I'll give you 5. If you overpay the bar tab in most places, you'll get like a clue as to where something is. But I already know where everything is, so I'm not gonna worry about that. This is a door. You need to buy a key to open it, which is 2,000 gold coins. It's gonna be one of the first things I'll buy. And this is the hotel. You can save here and stuff. Basic stuff there. Different than Dragon Quest games, when you buy a key, it never goes away. So, yeah. Absolutely. Okay, that seems easy enough. Now this game has a really weird mechanic. Everything in this game can trick you into cheating. For example, check this out. So I can sell my chain for 300, but you can up it to the original price. And if you do that, you'll take a hit in virtue. Take too many hits in virtue, and certain players won't. You won't be able to recruit certain players and stuff like that. I want to make sure my virtue is completely good for now. There's the honor room right there. I just kind of memorized where that was. Yeah, so that was that's Trinsic. And yeah, like, yeah, during certain days, like that little thing will change color, and that's when the harvest is. And during the harvest, people will tell you where the rune is. Should I cross this thing and talk to this guy? Sure. Yeah, you may want to take notes about like what virtue, what principle, each virtue is made of, because you do get like kind of tested on it. I just got poisoned. When you're poisoned, every step you take can take off 1 hit point, which is pretty annoying, but I don't really care, to be real honest, because I just want to get sent back to the castle. If you die, you get sent back to the castle, and you either get you either get $400 or you lose whatever money you had, and you start with $400. Now fighting. In this game, the auto option just moves your player forward usually, or will attack the nearest enemy. Attack, of course, attacks an enemy if you have a projectile weapon. It will use the projectile. Cast spells, whatever. Spells I'll go over later on. Use, if you have items, whatever, and then move, you just move like that. If you run from battle, you will lose virtue. Do not run from battle. In the PC version, enemies ran from you, and if you fought them and killed them, you would lose virtue and honor. They don't have that in this game though, in the NES version. The NES version, they made it a lot like Dragon Quest, which I like a lot. And every enemy that you fight and defeat in the overworld drops a chest, and you can get anywhere from 1 to 99 gold coins there, which is nice. Now what I want to do, I want to cheat the game a little bit. And the game only thinks you're cheating if you actually sell something for more money, or if you buy reagents. I'll talk about reagents later. If you buy reagents and you underpay the guy, that kind of stuff. So, actually, here's what I want to do. I want to fight one more fight, and then I want to buy a bow for my paladin. And then I want to intentionally die so I can get sent back to the castle. And then I'll start recruiting players. Yeah. Now, the more players you recruit in this game, the more enemies you'll fight. I mean, you can fight an average from like 1 to 4 enemies when you have just one player, but if you have more than one player, then it's bad because then you'll fight whole bunches of enemies. Also, in this game, they pulled the Final Fantasy VIII before Final Fantasy VIII, and the stronger you get, the stronger the enemies get too. So be very careful about leveling in this game. I would suggest not even leveling past level 4. Once you get to like level 5 and above, the game just thinks you're a god, and you'll just get... So you see, okay, the sword, I can sell it for 400, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna sell it for... Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna sell it at all. The bow is 680, right? So... I want to sell my sword for exactly 160. So I sold him sword for less. Does that increase your virtue? Who the hell knows? But now that I only have $20, or GP or whatever. Oh, how to equip stuff? Just go ready, and that. Yeah. Now that I only have 20 gold coins, I can die and then refill my money. And that's what I'm gonna do. It is cheating, but the game doesn't think it's cheating, which is nice. And I think I can walk to the castle from here, if I'm not mistaken. I do want to fight these enemies, but I don't want to get the money, because I don't really care. Oh, yeah, because I don't have a close range weapon. I'm going to do a lot less damage, so... So my player is going to be a back row fighter for a while. I'm going to be using ranged weapons. Like, here's a really good example. Like, well, ranged weapons don't have the best accuracy. If you're at close range, your accuracy is pretty much perfect. Which is nice. Boom. There we go. Take them down. Yeah, and these... I don't know what those guys are. Like Titans or whatever. Trolls. Do quite a bit of damage. This is pause, and this introduces another concept of this game. Beggars! If you give beggars all of your money, you gain a lot of virtue. Because the game thinks that you just emptied out your entire pocket for one person. And that's like very virtuous. There's another concept in this game, another thing. Reagents. You need reagents to cast spells in this game. You can't just use MP. Now, when you buy reagents, the guys who sell them are all blind for some reason. So, you can underpay them by a lot. And you can lie, cheat, and steal doing that. And you can recover from it. But I don't want to do that yet, because if I do that, I won't be able to recruit players. They'll be like, oh, well, you were a dick, so why should I join a dick? So I'll be a dick later. I will be a dick, though. But I'm not going to be a dick now. I'll be a dick later. And I'm dead. When you die, you just go back to the main castle. guess the king just says, hey, you're good enough to fight again. You don't lose virtue when you die, you just kind of die. Yeah. And there you go, $400 again. So I can buy my sword. I can rebuy my sword if I want. But I don't need to, because I'm going to be taking items from players I recruit. Okay, yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do in the castle. So, for one, you can talk to this guy, Hawkwind. It was the guy who did the personality test of sorts in the beginning of the game. And you can check on your virtue. If you're doing well, it means you're doing okay. It goes from well to very well to avatarhood to poorly to very poorly. So as you can see, I'm doing pretty good in everything so far. Looks like it. There we go. So that means I'm good to go ahead and recruit players, which I'm going to be doing right now, actually. Or at the moment. I'm going to begin right now. And this is Britain, the city of compassion. Why it's the city of compassion, I have no clue. I mean, Great Britain is anything but a city of compassion. Let me give money to this beggar. Okay, which one do you have? I'm just gonna give him $1. So he mentioned 3 conditions he had. I don't think he has either one. Eh. Oh. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, once you're doing good enough in your virtues, you'll have to pray at the shrines. And I'm not good enough yet, but we'll see. Sure. Absolutely, buddy. So there you go. So that's Jhelom, the bard. Comes with some decent stuff. He's at level 3. His magic is pretty good. I think he's really fast. Yeah, his dex is pretty good. He's okay. Doesn't have a close range, but he does have a sling and a cloth, which I'm going to be selling eventually. Not going to do that now, though. Right. Let's look for some more runes, shall we? No one tells you this. Well, someone does tell you, but I already know. You find the compassion rune over there. Cool, huh? No? Cool. Also the stones. Oh yeah, that guy sings like a different... changes his music. It's kind of cool. Each virtue has a stone and a rune. The stones have different colors, and you're going to need to know that to get certain stuff. You need to do a lot of note-taking in this game. I'm going to use a Moongate real quick before I stop. Moongates, you have to know which phases of the moon connect to which towns. I used to have it all memorized when I was younger. I do not have it memorized at the moment, though. Don't forget, Jhelom, neither my player nor Jhelom can attack from close range, so... But fortunately, these pirate enemies don't really take much damage to kill anyways. Yeah, take them down. Easy enemies. But you see, the more players I have, the more enemies I encounter, so... it's kind of lame. And you gotta wait for the phases over and over. Now, if you want, you can wait on a tile of a town or a castle, and you won't get into encounters. But if you do stand still, you will get into encounters, though. Fortunately, the enemies you fight at levels 2 2 through 4 are not that difficult to beat. And here we are. I forgot the treasure. That treasure will not go away though, so you can just get it whenever you want. Which is cool. Now I want you to remember this. This is Flamus. You can confess that you have not lived rightly, and you can increase your and you can grind up your virtue that way. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. You just keep saying no. Never say yes to this, because then he'll be like, "Oh, I doubt it." And if you confess that you've been a dickhead to him, then, you know, alright. This is Jhelom. Sure, why not? Cool. And it's like I said, if you've taken a hit to any virtue, these players will not fight, will not join you. So Jhelom is a druid. Decent magic. That's about it. She's not that great. But we have more players, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. Ah. Justice. Like Judge Dredd? No, I do not have the room. Oh, interesting. We're in the court. Oh, okay, so this is a courtroom? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I'd try not to. Probably. Yeah. I may have taken a hit there. That's Ramos right there, I believe, what that one guy said about the rune. I think the rune itself is over there. But I don't remember. Alright, so now that I've recruited some players, you don't want any more than like 3 players, because then you'll fight a lot more enemies, and it's quite annoying to deal with enemies. But I'll recruit a 4th one just for now. And if you run away, then bad things happen. You'll take a hit to virtue, and it kind of sucks. And I just happen to have enough reagents for a fire spell. It does about 25 to 30 damage on one enemy. Really good. But if you don't have a lot of reagents, then the spellcasting is going to suck for a while. Wow, nice. 63. Good. And this is Jhelom, City of Valor. And this is Jeff, Soldier of Valor. Absolutely. Cool. Alright then. Strength of 12 men, but I'm only going to be using 1. Because it's like I said in the beginning, when I introduced this, there's no bosses in this game. So, you can pretty much beat the whole game with just 1 player. Now here's what I want to do. Axe him. There we go. And now my main player has a close range weapon. Cool. And this place is close enough to where I can just sit here and hang out and wait for the moon gate. Whoops. It's the other half moon, so I have to wait a whole cycle. A whole day I have to wait. Yeah, I didn't go to the right place. Nope. But I'll go here anyways. It's fine. This is Agencia. Yeah. And you can recruit someone here, but I'm not going to worry about it. Enemies, the enemies. The townspeople say there that pride used to be a virtue. And that's, of course, that's the city of humility. That's the city of humility. Is Magencia. For good reason, because they were humbled. Because they had too much pride. Whoops. Ah, see? Yeah. Now there's lots more enemies. It's quite annoying. I think, wait, let's see. Oh, I don't have enough MP for it, yeah. The blink spell lets you run away from fights without losing virtue. Really good, yeah. Yeah, it's a good spell. And this is why ranged weapons are so important, because you can just wipe out enemies really quickly with ranged weapons. Even if you have a lot of players on your team. But what I want to do is I want to go back to the castle and drop them off. Fortunately, these enemies we're fighting are not that difficult to beat. Boom! There we go. Very good. Oh. Good, I went to another place. I'm going to be recruiting this guy later, but this is Shamino. This is Scar Bray. Let's see, spirituality. Cool. Yeah. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save here. So I'm getting too much into this. Oh, there's a ghost. Ah. Cool. We'll be going to that Hithoth place later on, for sure. But what I want to do... Let's go ahead and save. And we'll do some more recruiting. Next time on Ultima IV, Quest of the Avatar. This is Sir Joseph telling you to keep being awesome. Take care. Peace.